Today we'll discuss about chapter 6 lecture 2. In lecture 2 we'll discuss about exercise 6.2 which is related to the increasing and decreasing function. Now, what do you mean by increasing and decreasing function? Let's suppose I be an interval, open interval contained in the domain of a real valued function f. Then f is said to be increasing if x1 is less than x2 in the interval. If I am getting f of x1 less than equivalent to f of x2, then it will be called increasing. And if I am not using the equality sign, then it will become strictly increasing. Similarly, if I'll talk about decreasing function, x1 less than x2, but if the inequality will become greater than equal to, then it will become decreasing. And whenever I am saying strictly decreasing, then this will become strictly greater than. So this will be called as, let's suppose x1 less than x2. If you are getting f of x1 less than equal to f of x2, this is increasing. And if this implies strictly condition of inequality, then it will be strictly increasing. And if I am saying x1 less than x2, if the sign will become interchange greater than equal to, then this is the case of decreasing. And if x1 less than x2 will give you strictly greater than, then sign will become interchange, then it is the case of a strictly decreasing. Okay, if I'll talk about the graphical representation for increasing and decreasing function, this is just the definition, but in the application we are using the second definition throughout the exercise. If I'll talk about the graphical representation, now this is your increasing function. That means there is no break towards downward direction. Here we'll have, this is increasing function, but we'll have the critical points also. That's why I'm saying increasing function. If it is going in one flow without any breaking point, without any critical point, this will be called as strictly increasing. Similarly, this will be your decreasing function because we'll have the critical point, turning point here, and here we'll have the curve continuously decreasing without any turning point or critical point or breaking point. This will be the graphical representation of strictly decreasing. Now we'll have one more figure where function is neither increasing nor decreasing. That will be your strictly neither increasing nor decreasing as per the curve. Now, what is the definition 2 you need to use? Always remember, whenever I am saying f is increasing, if the derivative is greater than equal to 0, it will be increasing. If strictly greater than 0, this is strictly increasing. Less than equal to 0, decreasing. Less than 0, strictly decreasing. So this thing we need to use, and sometimes they will ask you how to calculate the intervals of the increasing and decreasing function. That time you need to apply what? If somebody is saying that you need to calculate the intervals. Interval means, if I'll talk about, you need to calculate, tell me the intervals in the given function, that whether function is increasing or decreasing. Then what you need to do? You need to do, firstly you will be having fx, function is given. What you need to do? You need to equate f dash x with which is equivalent to 0. After equating, you will be getting the value of x, which is called critical points. And whenever you will be getting the critical points, maybe interval is given to you, sometimes interval is not given to you. Let's suppose I am getting x as 2 and I want to check that at which interval I am getting the function increasing or decreasing. Let's suppose real line lie between this to this. So in that case, I need to make one table where we need to write intervals. Then we'll write sine of f dash x, and this will tell you the nature of fx. And let's suppose interval is minus infinity to 2 and 2 to infinity. I am getting two intervals. Let's suppose whenever I am putting the value between minus infinity to 2, some in between value I am taking, and whenever I am putting in f dash x, so I am getting positive value. So that means this is increasing. If I am getting negative value, let's suppose between 2 and infinity I am getting negative value of f dash x, then this is your decreasing function. So this is the method while how to calculate, how to check the intervals, either the function is increasing or strictly increasing, decreasing or strictly decreasing. Now come to the exercise 6.2, you will get to know what type of questions you will get, and again I need to apply the second definition only, either the rule for the critical point, either we can apply the definition 2 directly. Now in question number 1 they are saying show that the function fx is equivalent to 3x plus 7 is strictly increasing on real line R. Now what do you need to do? We need to show. That means f dash x, if I want to calculate, I am getting 3 which is greater than 0. So therefore fx is strictly increasing on R. So this will be your answer. So this is the method we can apply, because definition 1 will make you confused. So that will be the best way out to solve the question. Now in the next question they are saying to show fx is equivalent to e raised to the power 2x is strictly increasing on R. Now if I'll talk about f dash x, I am getting 2 e raised to the power 2x. Exponential function is always greater than 0 and 2 is also a positive quantity, so definitely you will get greater than 0. So that means therefore fx is strictly increasing on R, because exponential functions are always greater than equivalent to greater than 0 and 2 is also a positive quantity. So definitely positive into positive will give you positive only. Okay, now come to the next question. In question number 3, what they are saying, show that the function fx is equivalent to sin x is given. We need to prove that in the A part they are saying strictly increasing in the interval 0 to pi by 2, and in the B part strictly decreasing in the interval minus pi by 2 to pi. So if I'll talk about f dash x, I am getting cos x. Okay, if I am getting f dash x as cos x, now we need to check cos x is positive or negative if I'll talk about first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant. And if I'll talk about first quadrant, second quadrant, this will be your first quadrant, this will be your second quadrant, this will be your third quadrant, this will be your fourth quadrant. So cos x will be positive or negative? Here will be positive, here will be negative, and here will have negative, and this will become positive. Now you can check it. In this cos x is positive, so therefore strictly increasing. Here cos x, this is 0 to pi by 2, pi by 2 to pi. So that means this will be your 90 to 180. Second quadrant is negative, cos x is negative, so therefore strictly decreasing. Now if I'll talk about C part, in the C part they are saying neither increasing nor decreasing. C is neither increasing nor decreasing in 0 to pi. So this is true, because cos x is positive in 0 to pi by 2 and negative in pi by 2 to pi. So hence proved this is neither increasing nor decreasing. Now question 4th you need to attempt. Okay, 4th and 5th are same, so I am attempting 5th one. Now this is the question that find the intervals in which the function fx is 2x cube minus 3x square minus 36x plus 7. We need to calculate the intervals when the function is strictly increasing and strictly decreasing. Okay, calculate f dash x. So I am getting 6x square minus 6x minus 36, 6x square minus x minus 6. So while taking the factorization I am getting this critical points. Now equate f dash x is equivalent to 0. So this 6 will become 0. So I am getting x as minus 2 and 3. So this is your critical points. This thing will use in exercise 6.5 when we'll start with maxima and minima. Now, okay, if I'll talk about the number line, minus infinity to infinity, place the position of minus 2 and 3. So I'm getting this interval, and this interval. Now, okay, if I'll talk about this interval, now if intervals, I will talk about minus infinity to minus 2, minus 2 to 3, 3 to infinity, open interval, f dash x, that means sine of f dash x. Okay, if I'll talk about minus infinity to minus 2, now see, minus infinity to minus 2, let's suppose I am taking minus 3. This is positive, 6 is positive, minus 3 plus 2 will give you negative. Then I am taking minus 3 negative. So plus minus 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 plus. So I am getting positive. Minus 2 to 3, let's suppose I am having 0. 6 is positive, positive, 0 minus 3 negative. Plus 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 minus, this will be negative. Now 3 infinity, take value between 3 and infinity. Let's suppose I am taking 5. 6 positive, 5 plus 2 positive, 5 minus 3 positive. So I am getting positive. So nature of fx will be, here we are getting as strictly increasing, strictly decreasing, strictly increasing. So that means if I'll talk about minus infinity and minus 2 and 3 comma infinity, here we'll have the function is strictly increasing and this will be strictly decreasing. So this is your answer. These are the intervals we are getting where function is strictly increasing and decreasing. Now come to the question number 6. In question number 6, again they are asking for the interval. So I will attempt 2 parts. Let's suppose I am doing A part. A part is fx is equivalent to x square plus 2x plus minus 5. So f dash x is 2x plus 2. Calculate the critical point. So I am getting 2x plus 2 which is equivalent to 0. X as minus 1. Now if I'll talk about the intervals, because minus infinity, because no interval is given, so we'll take minus 1 to 1, real line. Minus 1. Okay. If I'll talk about minus infinity to minus 1 and minus 1 to infinity, so what I am getting, if I'll take minus infinity to minus 1, so f dash x will become, let's suppose I am taking minus 2. So minus 2, this will become negative, this will become positive. You can write in the tabular form also. And here I am getting positive. Let's suppose I am taking 0. So I am getting positive. So strictly increasing and strictly decreasing. Increasing I am getting at the interval minus 1 to infinity, and here I am getting minus infinity to minus 1. So it's better you will apply like this. This will be same like this. Now I am doing E part. In the E part, what we need to do? E part is given fx is equivalent to x plus 1 cube x minus 1 cube. Now calculate f dash x. Take the derivative of this, 3x plus 1 square, x plus 1 is x, x minus x plus 1, sorry, this is x minus 3. So x minus 3 cube, 3x minus 3 square into first function same. Okay, after that if I am taking common, I am getting x minus 3 square. So I am getting x minus 3 plus x plus 1. So 3x plus 1 square, x minus 3 square, this is 2x minus 2. So if I will take 2 common, I am getting 6x plus 1 square, x minus 3 square, x minus 1. Now If I want to calculate f dash x is equivalent to 0, so while calculating I am getting x as -1, 3 and 1. So what we need to do? After calculating this, I need to do intervals. I am getting as minus infinity, infinity, -1, 1, 3. So if I'll talk about this, okay, if I'll talk about the intervals minus infinity, -1, -1, 1, 1 comma 3, 3 comma infinity. Okay, sine of f dash x. How to calculate f dash x? F dash x is given to you here. So this here we need to put minus infinity to -1. Let's suppose I am taking 6 as positive. This will be positive every time, so that thing we need not to think. Now here raised to the power 2 is given, so if I am taking anything, doesn't matter, I will get positive only. For the third term, now minus infinity to -1. Let's suppose I am taking -3. So again raised to the power 2 is given. If raised to the power 2 is given, definitely I will get positive, so I need not to think. X minus 1. Let's suppose I am taking minus to -1, negative. Then I am taking -1 to 1. Let's suppose I am taking 0, negative. If I am taking 1 to 3, let's suppose I am taking 2. 2 minus 1 will be positive. Then I am taking 3 to infinity. Let's suppose I am taking 5. 5 minus 1, positive. So positive, positive. This way you need to take positive, negative, negative I am getting. Positive, negative, negative I am getting. Positive, positive, positive I am getting. Positive, positive, positive I am getting. So fx I am getting as strictly decreasing, strictly decreasing, strictly increasing, strictly increasing. This way you need to attempt the question. Now come to the question number 7.